Let's talk about self-care and how to practice it when you're working in a racist workplace. Hi, I'm Christina Osure, author of How to Deal with Racist Workmates. I also run the masterclass on how to handle workplace racism. Okay, let's get started. Self-care is actually one of those things that just sound like a buzzword and nice to have, something that's optional, but it really is not. Please listen to me carefully. If you're going through racism, it really is not optional. It's one of the best things you can do for yourself, for your long-term health, because racism does have really strong consequences and impacts on both your mental health, not just your mental health, but also your physical health. Your mental health and your physical health get impacted definitely by racism. It's so important to practice self-care. I'm going to give you 5 pointers on what you can do for self-care so that you make sure you do not neglect your own health when you're going through a toxic work environment. The first one I'll give you is to prioritize sleep. Yes, prioritize sleep. It's so important that you give your mind time to rest, to process what happened in the day, to store it in the right place. Otherwise, you can actually mess up with your mind. Set up a consistent strategy to make sure that you're going to bed at the right time. Now, I know it's not easy because when you're going through stress at the office, one of the key signs that can actually tell you you're stressed is that you will see that you're not sleeping as much, or you might be waking up thinking of solutions to things that are happening in the office. That's actually a sign that you need to switch off. Take some activities maybe just before you go to bed. Do some relaxation activities that make sure you actually stop thinking about work, pack it on the side, and then you can come back to it in the morning. It might even be writing a few notes down that I will come back in the morning and look at A, B, C, D. And that allows you to just switch off work and instead turn on your relaxation mode. Is it the music that you like? Whatever it is that helps you just chill out and relax, do that. It could just be prayer as well. Sometimes prayer really helps, locking in to a higher power than you and leaving all your worries to a higher power than you actually can help you relax. Now, it's also important to practice mindfulness. And what do I mean by this? When you're going through racism, there are things happening at work. Maybe you're being accused of not doing A, B, C, D, E. People are expecting perfection of you. So you're so on your tentacles, like nothing can be wrong. All my T's have to be crossed, all my I's have to be dotted. And so you're in this heightened sense that if you do not practice mindfulness, you cannot calm down. You can become an anxious person, and that leads to stress, that leads to depression eventually if you do not look after yourself. And so that's why it's important to practice mindfulness. Be in the moment, be in that present moment. So when you go home and let's say you're talking to the kids or to your cat or to whoever else is there, be in that moment. Focus on them, focus on what's being discussed. If you're going for a walk, look at the trees, look at the sky, be in that present moment. Don't be going through what happened in the day and how could they say that and this is really wrong and oh my goodness, I need to finish that because if I don't, they're gonna get me and ooh, they booked a meeting tomorrow. I wonder what that's all about. Can HR maybe be in that meeting? Like you can really worry about things, and in that sense, you're damaging your own health. Your body doesn't get a chance to rest. So practice mindfulness. Breathe in, count to 5, focus in on what's going on around you. Then a third thing I'd highly recommend you do is engage in physical activity. There's no better way of distracting your mind than doing something physical that requires your attention, because then you have to focus on what it is you're doing. If you're running, you have to focus on running. It takes up so much of your energy that you have to switch off the other things you're doing. If you enjoy cooking, then focus on doing a special menu, something that you actually like doing, something that you like eating, and that will take your focus away from work and into something that you're doing. And also then there's something that actually happens biologically when you do physical exercise. It releases a lot of the stress hormones and it allows your body to rebalance itself. So really focus on physical activity. Then I would say connect with other people. And again, some of these things sound obvious. Still, you'd start going through racism And then all you want to do when you get home is just switch off. You're so exhausted mentally. You've been doing so much. You just want to lie on the couch and put on your favorite show or put on your favorite music and just relax. That's what you want to do. But you need to be careful, because sometimes that's literally a sign of you going into depression slowly, gradually, not wanting to mix with other people, not wanting to talk to other people. It could be a sign that your mental health really needs a boost. And that's why you really need to push yourself at that time to talk to people you like and love, friends or family, someone warm. And also, it's amazing how people you love will be the first ones to notice when something's going wrong with you. They'll be the first ones to switch on and say, hang on a second, you actually look different. You're more quiet. What's going on in your life? They will be the ones to pick it up. You might not notice it, but they will. So make sure you do not neglect your friends. Do not neglect your networks, because those are the networks that actually help you cope with racism. Those are people also who are outside work, hopefully. And so you can actually talk about work and just offload some of that pressure from your chest, sharing it, because sharing is caring. It's halving the burden. That might really help. So don't neglect meeting up with your friends. I know you're tired, I know you're exhausted, you just want to sit on the couch and do nothing the whole weekend, but make sure you go for those activities, those events. Remind yourself that there's more to life than just the office. Then a third one is treat yourself. Take time for yourself. It's not about everyone all the time. Sometimes it's about you. What do you like doing? Do you love looking at the sunset? Take a drive down to the beach if the beach is nearby, or to that lovely walkway that you like going for, and have a beautiful look at the sunrise or the sunset. Is it jogging that you like? Is it cycling that you like? Is it swimming that you like? Is it painting? Is it musical? Whatever it is that you like, make sure that you actually schedule it in so that you have time to offload, time to look in, time to treat yourself, to remind yourself that you're worth it, to remind yourself that you matter. It could even be something as simple as just taking a bath. Put your favorite bath salts in there, relax with a book that you like, or your favorite treat. You love that extra dose of caramel shot in your latte, whatever it is that you like. Indulge in something once in a while to just take care of your mental health. And I'll throw in a last one for free. Set boundaries. It's important you have boundaries. So I know I've said that it's important to not neglect your networks. Make sure you're catching up with people, but at the same time, it's important you have boundaries, because there's catching up with people, friends, people you like. They're going to lift you up. And then there's catching up with people because it's an obligation. Those are two very different things. It could be that, let's say you have kids and there are lots of kids events that are happening, so you feel compelled to go to that basketball game, that birthday party, or it could be obligations. No, don't do that to yourself. Set boundaries. So it's important to, yes, network with people, but it's also important to maintain your boundaries. Have that fine line. So if there are things that you can get rid of from your calendar because you need to take time off for yourself, absolutely do that. Take time off for yourself. If you need to delegate some tasks, absolutely do that. Delegate some tasks. Let the kids go to grandma, let's say, or let your partner look after them for a while. If you don't have kids, it could just be let your roommate know that you need your space. If you have a roommate, whatever it is, make sure you set some boundaries and take time for yourself to just sit down and offload, look at what's happening in your life, assess if you want to set up plans for the future. What's your long-term strategy? Are you going to stay in the racist environment? Is there something you can do differently? If you don't give yourself time to just think through matters, then you never come up with a solution. So definitely set those boundaries, prioritize yourself, put yourself first. You are absolutely worth it. Make sure you're not taking self-care for granted. It's actually a very important part of recovering from racism. Till next time, I'm Christina Osure. Bye.